Hi, everyone. Welcome to Unwind. I'm Chris,
I'm Kenny.
and welcome to the episode. Hope you enjoy. Okay, well, as you probably just heard in our introduction, I'm Chris. Kenny here. We're audio students from Vancouver, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of a great little setup. We get to watch some visual students do some visual stuff. They're just wandering around with cameras. They were like playing piano when I went out there to grab the cables for this episode.
Now they kind of just stare at us too.
But yeah, they weren't actually like playing the piano, so it wasn't plugged in or anything. I don't think that they were doing audio, but I was grabbing the cables.
They're just
And they were
the
just
keys.
all watching me, and they looked at me like judgmental a little bit while they're like pressing the keys, and I'm just like, which one of us is really in a position here to be judging the other one? I felt like it was just not fair, you know what I mean?
They kind of just came out of nowhere too.
Yeah, like, come on, we have the studio. Can't you tell that we're going to use the biggest studio? Like, we're in a studio called Little Mountain, or Fader Mountain, I guess it is called. It used to be Little Mountain, Fader Mountain now, studios. And so the live part of the studio that we're recording in right now is probably, what would you say, like 100 by 100 feet? I'm really bad at guessing.
I don't know. It's big.
It's big. It's big. And so we're just sort of sitting on a couch here recording. And so it just feels like unnecessary.
Yeah.
But it's a good time. It's a good time.
But also, we were just sitting here watching Legend of Korra,
That is also true.
and they're kind of just watching us, being like, "What are they doing?"
Well, yeah. But like that's priorities, right? Like heads up for all you people out there who might not know. Like I'm a 21-year-old dude, and I just watched Avatar for the first time like in my life. I just finished like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like blew my mind.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like, but I was thinking since then, what makes it good? Like what is it about a shoe?
A shoe?
Show. I thought we could get through the first episode before people learned that I actually can't speak. Like,
Chris has a problem with words.
It's not like a physical like diagnosed problem, but I'm pretty sure like if you diagnosed me, I'd be stupid. So like, can you imagine going to the doctor and actually getting that diagnosis?
like, so you're just stupid. Just like, is there anything we can do to remedy that? No.
You're standing there, you're like 35, you got like 3 kids and a wife. They're like, sir, I hate to be the one to have to break it to you, but you might want to sit down for this, but we ran the tests.
No.
And you're like really dumb.
That would be like the best job to do as a doctor. Just be like, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to break this to you, but you're dumb.
No, doctor, can you run the test again? We ran them already like 3 times. Anyways, how did we get on?
I have no idea.
Right,
yeah.
show. Like, what's a good show? Because I said shoe, and then I was like, wow, that sucks.
We're probably going to go off on a lot of tangents because, we don't really know.
See, Unwind, the title is like a 2-for-1 because it's like you're unwinding from a long day at whatever you do, and we're unwinding like mentally. Like
This is just like a mental dump for us.
we're breaking down slowly.
Yeah.
The longer we're in this career, we're slowly dying. But like the original question here, Kenny, what makes a show good? Like why is Avatar good despite having like such a simple storyline?
It's like the classic good against bad. You
Yeah.
gotta save the world. But I feel like it's really good just because the character development of all the main characters. And whereas the main villain is just like, he's a bad guy, so we gotta go kill him.
So you think that like, and like this kind of goes in general, you think like a good show or like okay, let me correct myself here. Like, do you think like a simple show concept, like your simple like what is it like broken down into? It's like, it's either like man versus man, man versus self, man versus nature, or one other thing. You think that you can take like the most basic form of those, and as long as it has character development, it's good?
Yeah, well, the characters have to be interesting for me to be invested in a show. just because if the characters suck, why would you want to watch that?
True. Unless it's like Transformers and there's like explosions and it appeals to everyone's inner 12-year-old, like classic.
Like G1 Transformers or Michael Bay Transformers?
Like they both have like explosions. Like I never watched the G1 Transformers because like I didn't really grow up with TV.
So good.
You're our like social understanding of 90s kids person, so then you got to tell me about all that.
Yeah. The sad thing is I was like the oldest person in our class almost. And then I just by like a couple of years.
Yeah, like you're only older than me by like 4 or 5.
So I'm 25.
Yeah, 4 years.
So, and my brain is like a 12-year-old, so like I have the mental capacity of a 12-year-old.
I just sound like a 12-year-old. You're like, I'm a 12-year-old. I'm like, look at you,
But like actually,
well, like it's fair. Like it's like Avatar had like a better character development than some like adult shows that I've been recently watching. Like, so like why wouldn't I want to watch that? So like, come on. But at the same time, like, I think it's like a good mix of both because like.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I don't know if you've watched it, but like I've watched a lot of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And they do like tons and tons and tons of character development. But like sometimes to like the bane of the actual storyline where people are like, "Dear Lord, stop talking."
Doesn't that show have like a lot of characters too?
Yeah, but like they add enough, but they also kill enough that like it's fine.
Oh. Okay.
So like there's never like I can't like confirm this through stats, but like just trust me. Like trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Like there's never more than like 10 or 12 at a time.
Okay.
And like they had a couple characters where like you thought that they died in like season 2 and then they came back in like season 6 and you're like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
And it's like wild, but like yeah, like I think it's like that mix between like good storyline and then good characters and like sometimes simple is better. I think it's like music,
Yeah. Like, Avatar can kind of be compared to, like, Game of Thrones.
Ooh. Except definitely, like, less nudity.
A lot less nudity.
Like, yo, can you imagine Avatar, but, like, in the style of Game of Thrones? That would be awful.
Well, they are doing the live action, like, Netflix is doing live action Avatar.
But like with full blown like gore, like somebody gets like a rock thrown at them and their arm gets torn off and there's like
That
blood
would be
squirting out.
hilarious.
Like all the other elements that are Game of Thrones, like it would be 50% like so dope if they had like the willingness, desire for some reason, and then the budget to like do full blown like effects to like make it like savage would be so cool, but also could be like brutal.
Like I couldn't get into Game of Thrones though.
No.
Like, I don't, like, everyone's like, watch it. And I'm just like, I watched the first season. They're like, oh, no, you got to keep watching. And I'm like, if I'm not invested within, like, the first, like, couple of episodes even, like, why would I continue to watch it?
Well, like, I have friends who are like, yo, I couldn't get into it. And I'm like, yo, how far did they get? And they're like, halfway through the first episode. I'm like...
Hey, that's not long enough.
I'm like, sir, you might want to sit down for this, but we ran your tests and you're dumb. Like, that's not long enough. We're like, I feel like, yeah, if you're not like invested within the first season, then it's like, Game of Thrones drags though. I watched it. Now I enjoyed it. Like I thought the storyline was well done. But at the same time, like hour-long episodes feel long.
Yeah.
Like stuff happens, don't get me wrong, but like they feel long. And like if you think about like how long it is, first like I feel like the amount that happens, like there is definitely a degree of I'm like they could have made this whole show just more succinct.
Yeah.
Like character development and like crazy stuff that happens. Like Avatar did in 3 seasons with 20-minute episodes.
Yeah.
What they've done in like 6 seasons with hour-long episodes and like 8 times as much content, right?
Yeah. That's why I like cartoons.
Yeah, like there's definitely something to be said about having to do something in a shorter chunk of time. Like there's something like you might compare it to like a song. Like how many good songs do you know that are like really solid songs that are like 2 minutes or like really short.
Yeah.
Because like you're not trying to like stretch content. You're not trying to like make it long. And like it doesn't need to be long, right?
Yeah.
Where like in order to make a long song good, you've got to be a freaking what's his name? Shoot.
Drake.
You mean Drake's ghostwriter?
Drake?
Sorry. Don't anybody kill me. I don't like I'm sure he does help. But he also does have a lot of ghostwriters.
Christian is a very big music snob.
You like yeah, I was about to say you too, but then
No.
I was trying to think like you don't really listen to a lot of music.
I don't listen to a lot of music.
No.
Like, the stuff I listen to is from, like, the 70s, 60s, 70s.
I wouldn't say I'm a snob. Like some people, music snobs are the people who are like, pop music isn't a real form of music. We all know one or two.
You gotta listen to that Enya.
Who?
Enya. Wow.
Okay, now you're a music snob. How about it?
No, so in, like, grade 4, my teacher made us do this. It was some, like, I think it was, like, it was, like, some substance abuse thing, because we just finished DARE.
Cool.
And then she chose all the music. It was, like, a movement piece, which is, like, the weirdest thing ever. And then, so she set it to Enya.
Like ENYA, Enya.
Yeah.
No, I just got European Museum of Year award. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm interested.
Like, it's some really trippy stuff.
Oh, that's because I spelt it wrong. No, I'm dumb. Yep. Is it like weird? Like, what would you call it? Like indie, something.
It's just weird. Let's see.
Its genre is weird.
It's just weird.
Yeah, like we might get like copyright claims if we actually play it.
Let's see.
At the same time, no, wouldn't it fall under Creative Commons? If
Maybe.
we just learned about this in class the other day of like what you're allowed to use and what you're not, but like I don't remember much. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I know she's Irish,
So
so it's like very like it's kind of like just like spacey kind
folk
of.
trance.
It's like yeah.
It
It was weird. That was like the weirdest thing. Grade 4, you're just like kind of move into this music, and you're like, this music is
Grade
so
4?
weird. Grade 4.
It's like a freaking rave in your class. Somebody walks by. You know what? Someone's getting like a school tour. Like, this school, we value excellence and in like teaching. And they're just walking by the classrooms, and often they come up to one and and they're like, what the heck?
And it's like I grew up in a really small town, so there wasn't like barely anything to do. So like that was like my big moment to be on stage and be like, yo, I'm so cool. But then it's like this music's just bringing me down.
So good. Yeah, because you grew up in Vernon, up in Canada.
In Canada.
I say as if we're not still in Canada.
In the Okanagan.
No, Okanagan.
In the Okanagan, eh?
Does Kamloops also count as Okanagan?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're Okanagan kids.
Yeah, so we grew up pretty close to each other.
Heck
I used
yeah.
to go to Kamloops all the time.
I'm so sorry.
I had family that lived there.
Dude, you have family in Kamloops? Do you
Yeah.
still have family in Kamloops?
Yeah,
So cool.
yeah.
So sorry.
This is like my great grand aunt and blah blah blah. I don't know. Just like people that I don't really talk to.
Like, that's fair. Well, at the point where you're adding great onto like
It's like, do they really count?
Yeah.
It's like you know them, but it's like I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, yo, we're best friends.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, the same as like, do you have any like people who are like, yo, we hang out all the time and we're second cousins? I'm like, I don't even think I know any of my second cousins. Like, honestly, I don't even care to know any of my second cousins.
Right.
Like, if you are one of my second cousins and you're listening to this, I'm like really sorry, and I actually would like, it'd be cool to chat with you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't care.
What would what would a second cousin be?
Isn't it like, so it's your cousin if it's like your siblings,
Yeah.
like kid.
Yeah.
But isn't it your second cousin if it's like
Your cousin's kid? Or what?
No, wouldn't it be like your dad's cousin's kid? Wouldn't that be your second cousin?
I guess so.
Or at least that's what makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't actually know.
I have too many family members.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Like, yeah, like the
I
first
talk
time,
to the important ones.
like the first time I ever went to hang out at Kenny's place, it was like super chill, super low key. I'm like, okay, finally find the place. Took me like Well, like, not actually too long. It took me time. But well, anyways, that's not even the point of the story. So I show up, and it's like, oh, okay, here's our house, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Looking around. It's a cool place, you know. Meet his sister, meet his dog, you know, like the really important people. And I'm like, you know, oh, this is going to be chill. We're just going to play some video games. We're supposed to do some homework. So by that, I mean we played some video games.
Smash Bros. Just came out, too.
Yeah, it was
So we're playing
good.
Smash.
Yeah, because that was, like, well, Smash only came out, like, not long before.
Just December.
Yeah, so...
Beginning of December. And then
So it would have been, yeah, like a couple
Yeah.
weeks. A couple weeks after. And and then like his parents show up. And like weren't your grandparents there too? Or
No,
like
it was my
your,
aunt.
Your aunt
My
is
one
there.
aunt came.
And your mom and dad are there. And they live in like Vernon, right? And so that's what is it like 2.5 hours? I don't actually.
It's like 5-hour drive.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
It's
I
farther. It's farther than Kamloops.
Okay. Wow, I didn't actually realize that it was
Yeah.
so much further.
Between Kamloops and Vernon, it's about an hour.
And you could
hour and a
come
half.
down through Kamloops.
You can go through Kamloops or Kelowna.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like the triangle up.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
Triforce of Courage. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. and so yeah, it's like 5 hours away, and then his entire family's just like, "What's up?" It was quite the experience for me.
They're so embarrassing.
It was so funny. Like, your sister and your mom were just like roasting each other so hard the whole time. That, like,
Like one thing my friends really like that I do is call my mom and dad mother and father.
yeah, like
Whenever
I heard that, and I was kind of like, huh, like that's formal, I guess.
Like when you're trying to get their attention, it's like mother, and then if she doesn't answer, it's like Teresa. And she's like, what?
Teresa. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, like it was that I feel like that's one that like shocks me because like I feel like in America like we don't even think about it, but like there's certain terms that like are like culturally used that we always use. Like I know that I kind of grew up to a degree with it because like I called my grandpa Opa because German, right? And so like I would always be like, oh me, like I say this
me.
as if it was like a common thing, but like oh me and my grandpa were anything. But he lives in Edmonton, so like I never saw my grandpa.
Yeah.
But like whenever I'd bring him up, people would be like, who? Which kind of surprised me because like I feel like now like more people know, but maybe it was just because we were young, right? But like there's certain like terms, but like even mother, like I know what that is, but I was like, what the heck is he talking about? Like, what? Why?
But like even when I talk about my sister or brother to like my friends and stuff, it's weird for me to say like Alyssa or Richard just because I don't call them that. Like I call them by what the Chinese equivalent for brother and sister is. And
Really?
then, yeah. So
like, what would you call Alyssa?
so like at home and stuff, I just call her Jia.
What's that?
It's just sister, older sister.
Jay.
And then my brother is a Gaul.
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 Gaul? Is that brother?
I sound so weird saying it because you're saying it too and it's throwing me off. But yeah,
No,
it's
that's
just,
brother.
Just Gaul.
Gaul. Dude, I'm gonna call my brother that, and he's gonna be like, "What did you just call me?" Like, I'm going to adopt these. This is fantastic. Gaul.
But that's like the extent of my Chinese is just like calling people what is respectful.
Oh, so is it like okay, history lesson time. Welcome to the history section of the podcast. Is that like a thing in like Chinese culture that like it's respectful for me to call like my brother, my sister, like brother, sister, or is that just something that you like people do?
Like it's just something that you do. Like even if it's just like old ladies, like old family friends that come up and stuff, it's
Yeah.
always like, oh hello papa, which is just like grandma, what I call my grandma, but like it's a respect thing.
Okay.
It's just like, oh hey, what up, old lady? How's it going?
it's respect thing there, but here it's just like, what's up, old lady? Just tea.
But yeah, like even my parents are like, oh say hello papa, and I'm like, oh hey papa. It's like okay, sure, whatever.
Okay.
Sure.
That's so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because like I guess here like it's like a 50-50 thing, but like I have like friends who would like talk to their parents and they'd be like, yo, what's up, like David?
It's like,
And I'd be like this is of course when I'm young, so like grade 7 me is like, are you sure you should be doing that? You're gonna get in trouble.
well, like
what are you
another
talking
thing
about?
is like calling people like Mr. and Mrs. And then like parents, and it's like, oh hi, Mr. Mrs. whatever. Like then parents like, oh just call me Debbie. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
No.
That's weird.
Yo, I feel like that's especially weird. Like, do you have this like where sometimes like you'll go home and you'll see like old family friends, and so like say for me like we have these family friends named like the Smiths, so one of my like good friends from back home, and so like all growing up I've known them since I was like 6, and so all growing up it's like, yo, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, yo, what? Like I wasn't like that because I was like 6 and I sounded like a freaking nerd. But like, you know, it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and so then I just saw Mr. Smith not that long ago. And I kind of stuttered because I'm like, I don't know what to call you. Like, do I call you by your first name now? Because like I'm an adult now, or do I still call you Mr. Smith because that's like what I've virtually always known you as? Like I kind of like wasn't sure, so I literally just didn't. I was just like, hey, what's good? You know, it was like, yeah, it was unnecessarily awkward. And I don't think it was awkward externally, just in my brain. I was unwinding. So sorry. But not really.
Not really.
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
No. Huh. Yeah, but just like, yeah, I lost my thought.
That's fine.
I lost my thought.
And it's just, I don't know if it's like a cultural thing either too. Because like all my other friends are like they call my parents Cheese and Gary, and then my parents are just like, oh man, I don't like those kids.
Smack them
It's just so it's so disrespectful. Like I said, like even if they told me to call them by their first names, I'd be like, like I can't. It's just physically I can't do that.
You can't make me.
That just makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Can he just like?
It's just like shoes in the house.
Yo. Apparently that's an American thing. Like apparently American people do that all the time.
It's like you see it on TV shows, which I can get because it's a set. But like it'd be weird seeing people on TV with like bare feet all the time because feet are gross.
Yeah. Not a big fan of like, yeah.
But like my one friend, I went over to his house like a couple of weeks ago. He just moved into this new place. And I was like, oh, this place is nice. And he walks in with his shoes. And I'm just like, what do I do?
It's even worse when there's carpet. Like if it's hard floor, I feel like to a degree I'm like, okay, this is whatever. Because like you just like mop and then you sweep and then it looks fine.
But like I was texting my friend, I was like, what do I do? Do I take off my shoes? And then I was like, no, I already walked in. I've committed. I'm keeping my shoes on because he kept his shoes on.
Yeah,
but this
rules.
Is so uncomfortable because I'm like, I've never worn shoes inside of a house really.
Yeah.
Like slippers. Slippers are fine.
Slippers are indoor shoes.
Yeah.
Or what I'll do sometimes say when I'm at home, and this especially goes to like for when I get like new shoes because like I get hype. And even like when I've been wearing them outside, I'll actually bring them home.
Yeah.
And I'll take them off, I'll go to the sink, I'll wash the bottoms, and then I'll keep wearing them. Like I did that what was that, like 3 weeks ago when we got our Doc Martens.
Yeah.
And I would wear them outside and I'd bring them home and I'd wash them and I'd put them back on and I'd wear them inside because I was trying to break them in. Because like for the amount of people that are like, yo, Doc Martens are like the G, they're the go-to shoes.
They're so uncomfortable.
They're so hard.
Mine are starting.
That's what she said.
Mine are starting to break in and now, but like first it's just rough on your feet.
Yeah, like the first day, like I got them from you, I was like, yo, this is sick. Everyone's been hyping these things. I'm so stoked. And I got home and my feet were just like, oh. So I was just like, what the heck is going on? So, yeah, it was kind of a disappointing experience at first. But now I'm starting to slowly in time understand more.
What made me feel less uncomfortable when I went to my friend's house, though, I was wearing my Docs. This is like the first time I wore them out, too. So they're fairly new.
Nice, yeah. Nice.
So I'm like, I'm not dragging like poo into this guy's house. But I was just like, he just walked into his house. I was like, oh no.
Like, is this just like a thing that like happens to us? Because like we're both like brought up in like respectful households. Like like I'd get in trouble for like stuff.
Being dumb.
Yeah. I don't know what happened along the way. But like Is this like a problem that I don't feel like this is a problem everyone has about like mental decisions like this? Because like
I'd have to remind my friend to take off his shoes when he came over to my house.
yeah, okay, that's weird to me because I'm like my rule is always like
It's like you can
Follow
see
the
my
host.
shoes by the door,
Yeah.
not on my feet. And then even like my sister's friend would come into the house with her shoes on and then like go sit on her bed. And then after she leave, my sister's like, I need to go wash my sheets right now. But now like she kind of understands. And then whenever she comes in the house, she's like, oh yeah, I gotta take off my shoes. And it's just like, good, we trained her.
well, like they're like, oh yeah, gotta do it, and you're like, I don't want to like congratulate you because this is kind of like a duh thing to me
Right?
at least. But
It's like a common sense thing. Like
I would think so.
you would think.
I would think so. But like again, like maybe that's because that's like what we got.
Grew up and
Yeah, that's what we're used to.
yeah.
But like how much of things are that? Like we're used to something. Well, it is. It's cultural stuff. I know there's a word for it, but I don't know. If you know the word for it, let us know and we'll try to use it in the future. Like during my psych or counseling time when history lesson. I did a couple years in a counseling degree program before where I am now. Anyways, back to the story. I did an assignment on like Japan, and I talk about it all the time still because it was just like blew my mind, and now I want to go to Japan. But like long story short, like so many of the things that we know as like culturally normal just aren't there. So like if I have a problem with someone, like I can't just be like, yo, don't be stupid. I have to like find a way to like,
You tell him to go to the doctor.
yeah. Well, we have the diagnosis. Like yes, to a degree, actually, yeah. Like you have to like work your way around every problem without directly approaching it because like if you were directly to say something, they'd be like, "Whoa, that's super rude. Who do you think you are?"
Yeah.
Boom. Problems.
Yeah.
War. Not again. Too soon?
Yeah.
soon.
A little too soon.
I feel like never mind. But like, it's just like what we're used to, you know?
Yeah.
And so shoes are just those. I feel like, well, like I guess you could say like tattoos are the same thing. Like
Yeah.
tattoos or would that be different? Like tattoos used to be considered something that was like taboo because like gangsters would have tattoos. And now tattoos are just like, yo, what's up? My name is Jennifer, and I went to Coachella, and so I got a tattoo. Like,
Or just get a tattoo about like a grill on your head, a barbecue grill.
barbecue grill. What is the full quote?
Let's see.
This is the Ariana Grande got a hand tattoo. What did she think it meant? I don't
So her new song just dropped,
Yeah.
7 Rings.
7 Rings.
So she was trying to get that tattooed on her hands. Apparently, the two characters that she got in her hand separately would say 7 Rings, but together it would just be barbecue grill.
like, oh.
and then she got it fixed, kind of. She asked her Japanese tutor to help her out and help her try and fix this. But apparently she got it done, and then it just says tiny charcoal grill finger, and then a heart.
And a heart.
And a heart.
Just to say that, darn, like, extra. Oh, man.
But like, how embarrassing! Like, what?
You have, like, yeah, it's embarrassing, but like, she has a Japanese tutor?
Yeah, apparently she's really into Japan culture and stuff.
Japanese.
Japanese.
That's
I almost said
that's
that.
racist.
I'm sorry. But yeah, apparently she's super into the culture and stuff. She's been learning Japanese.
But like, how did her tutor not pick up on going, hey, your hand tattoo may or may not, and by may or may not, I mean does say charcoal barbecue grill, whatever it is. like barbecue grill.
She probably didn't ask her tutor before. She probably just like, I want this on my hand.
Ooh. That's a language thing though, because like when I was learning French, I would just say everything wrong.
Yeah.
Because you know, just the pairing of things was just wrong. And so I was just like, but I never got anything tattooed on me in French, so I'm still winning. I'm still winning.
But like, even English is so hard.
Yeah. No, I was going to say no, but it's hard in like a different way because English is just stupid.
It's dumb.
But like we don't have like multiple meanings, and how a sentence is doesn't change the meaning of a word. Like inflection will change the meaning of a word, but like the actual meaning of the word never changes.
Yeah.
Where like something like this couldn't happen in English, where you're like 7 rings, no barbecue.
Barbecue.
Like,
Man, unless she just really likes barbecue. Because
Like-
I would understand that.
like mad respect for Ariana.
I would.
If she was willing to get just a hand tattoo that was like barbecue, because she was just a massive fan of barbecue.
I'd respect that.
Like, and that's not, like that's only like one of my like 3 questions that has stemmed from this entire hand tattoo situation. Like,
But also, she got it on the inside.
that's my second question. Who gets a tattoo on the palm of your hand?
Why?
Yeah, like you're the only one who's like ever gonna see it, except for the fact that you posted about it on Instagram. B, it's gonna wear out in like literally like a week.
Like, actually, though.
Because like the thing about tattoos is like how long? Like how long do tattoos last? Like a couple like years probably. Like how
Well, maybe that's
long?
to her favor now, because if it doesn't last as long, then she's not stuck with it.
That is true. That like puts it on the back of her hand. Dang it! This is it.
Like, I've heard fingers fade the fastest.
Yeah, because they're getting worn.
Yeah, you're
know?
using them and you're washing them all the time, unless you're gross. And
Yeah.
you don't wash your hands. But I've always wanted to get like a mustache tattoo on my finger.
You really need to.
Just not ironically, just because I think they're kind of funny.
And like plus like it's not like it would be in your way or like change your like ability to get like jobs or anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I want to get like tattoos on the back of my hand, but I'm like I got to make sure that I know that I can like work in the music industry the rest of my life before I do it. Because like if I change my mind and I'm like, "You know what? I want to be an accountant."
Oops.
Then like I boned myself because now I can't. Or it's not that I can't. I guess it's becoming more culturally like appropriate
Yeah.
to have tattoos, but like that's still like a crazy one to have like a hand on the back of your hand. Just tattoo my hand on the back of my hand. That's it.
Just handception.
Dang it, I thought this said 7 rings. Shoot. It's just hand. But like yeah, like why would you put a tattoo on the inside of your hand? And my third is the fact that like she's got sausage fingers. She has 0 fingers.
Like, her hand looks like a
Why?
Barbie hand.
Like,
It looks so plastic.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like if you look at like my hand, like compared to her hand, like where you bend your fingers has
Like,
these
you
like
can see.
wrinkle lines. Yeah. Where like I'm looking at this picture of her hand, and I don't know if she just never bends her fingers except for her thumb right there, but like there's just no definition. Or is it like
So
a
weird.
girl hand thing? Like did they like moisturize and that causes those
Probably.
not to happen? Is that
And plus, she probably gets like some like Hollywood kind of like, I'm
Oh,
rich.
yeah.
I'm gonna make my hands look plastic. You know.
I feel like like the most massive Hollywood flex. Just like, yeah, your hands have curve lines. Well, I don't associate with poor people, so get out. Like she's got like just plastic hands, but at least she doesn't have Megan Fox thumbs.
Megan Fox thumbs are scary.
Megan Fox thumbs are interesting. Like I want to know like is it like a common thing or is that like Megan Fox like specialty?
Like my friend, her thumb was all messed up, but she like slammed it in between a car door. So she has like one normal thumb and then one that's kind of like pancaked.
Like did this happen when she was young?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm just like imagining like a 21-year-old like jamming her thumb and oh dang it, and now her thumb's just shorter for the rest of her life.
Oh.
But at the same time, like yeah, it can happen. Like I broke my arm, when I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, like 16.
Okay.
Like, anyone who knows me can or cannot confirm I'm probably wrong. But like I broke the growth plate on the inside. I did a half a front flip because I thought I was a parkour guru, and landed upside down with my arms straight. And so like at first I'm like, oh, it's not a big deal, and then it like swole up the size of like a softball, I guess.
Mm.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Cool.
And so we're like, okay, I should probably take this. And so we went to the hospital and got it looked at. And yeah, I'd broken that growth plate. And so like if I hadn't gotten it looked at and I just went, oh, whatever, it's fine, whatever, it would have healed probably pretty quick. It's not like a large bone in your elbow.
Yeah.
But like I could have had like a shorter right arm
That's crazy.
because like the name growth plate, and that's just exactly what it does. Because for the first time in medical history, they just named something what it do. So, yeah, like I could have just had a shorter right arm, which like just blows my mind.
That would
like
look really funny.
it doesn't take much for like bodies to like mess up,
Yeah, yeah.
which is so extra dumb because of the fact that like bodies can make mini humans, but then like you like play soccer as a preteen and your body's like, well, guess your knees are broken the rest of your life. Sucks to suck, kid. Like, how do you
Yeah.
how does it mess up that bad? It's so funny to me.
I'm just lucky I haven't broken anything yet.
Not breaking bones is like when you're like you remember that like time in like your teenager life when people would be like, oh, you haven't broken a bone, you're so lame. But now you're getting to the point in life
It's
where
like,
people are
I'm so glad.
oh yeah, like you're not missing anything. It's like, oh, you haven't gone through excruciating pain and being stuck in a cast for months.
Joke's on
Loser.
you.
Yeah, yeah, like having the cast, like breaking sucked.
Mm-hmm.
The whole process sucked. Having a cast, like for the first like couple days, I was like, yo, this is tight, and then I'm like, no, this sucks, and it smells awful after a while.
Oh, yeah.
Like all casts because they're just trapping. It'd be like having to wear a hat 24/7 for like 2 months.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the greatest.
Come on, some like mad hair after. Do you think your hair would get like curly?
Probably get so matted.
Oh,
I was watching this video on YouTube. Like, this lady just had like a giant mat on her head, and they had to like shave her head to get it off.
wait, how?
She was she was on bed rest or something for like months, and then it would just keep
Ooh.
growing, and then it's just like it was like a big ball of hair on her head.
That's actually like brutal, but I also like sort of like feel bad for her.
Right?
So like she was just like stuck in bed.
Yeah. And then like she's like, I tried to comb it out. I tried all these things, and she kept putting stuff in her hair, and then it would just get stuck in there, and then it would just smell. I was like, oh, that sucks.
It's like dreadlocks, but worse.
Yeah.
Like, I would like maybe like one day try like doing like the braids or something, just like something crazy in my hair.
Cornrows?
No, I couldn't pull that off. But you know what I mean. Like maybe it's just like a trendy thing, and I won't like. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I want to try it or not. But like like the mini like dreads that are like a thing nowadays in like kind of culture. So I'm like, okay, like maybe I'll try one of those one time just because I feel like it. But like I like the idea of trying dreads. Mm-hmm. But then like I think about the fact that I'm like a clean freak.
Yeah.
I don't think I could actually handle them because you can't like properly wash them.
Yeah.
So you have to like, don't you have to wear like a shower cap and stuff?
Probably, and then you just put oil or something in it.
Yeah.
Like a wax.
Which like half grosses me out, but at the same time, like apparently like heads in general like will fare and your hair will be healthier and your head will be healthier if you just don't use soap.
Yep.
So like
You're not supposed to wash your hair like every day.
No.
Which is what I do because I just feel gross if I don't. Because my hair gets really oily.
oh shoot.
But like I usually wash my hair like twice a day.
Whoa. Jeez. Yeah, like I can't like my head will get like and hair will get like super dry if I do. So I got to do it like twice a week. And like I would like the idea of doing it less because then your hair gets like healthier.
Yeah.
But like I just can't handle the feeling of it, and so I'm like, nah.
Just think of all the money you'll save on shampoo.
That is true. At the same time, like it's not like I have like exorbitant amounts of hair, so like I can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
That's well, yeah. I feel like it's like a win lose. Like either you spend more money on haircuts and less money on shampoo, or you spend less money on haircuts and just more money on shampoo. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like when I had my long hair, like naturally I didn't get a haircut for. At the end of it, I didn't get a haircut for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And so my hair had gotten like pretty long. And so like I saved tons of money on haircuts. Like if you think like if you want to stay on top of a haircut, you got to get a haircut like what, every month?
Yeah. That's
Most-
what I hear from people. I usually go like every 3 months just because I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have friends who like would go every 2 weeks to like keep like their fades like fresh.
Yeah.
Which like technically I can see it. But like financially I can't spend that much on haircuts.
Like girls are always like, "Oh, your haircuts are so cheap." I'm like, "Yeah, but you know how many I get a year compared to you?" And they're like, "Oh,
Girl haircuts, like yeah, they get haircuts like how often do girls get haircuts? Like
I don't
average
know.
girl.
like my sister just got her haircut, but the last time she got her haircut was probably like over a year ago."
Yeah, exactly. So like maybe it's more expensive, but like you barely get it done.
Yeah.
And that goes girl to girl, just the same as guys, right?
And she just got a trim, so it was like $25.
My haircuts are expensive, like really expensive, because I get like both my beard and my hair done. So it'll be like $40.
See, that's the good thing about being Asian. No facial hair.
Whoa.
No eyebrows
Whoa.
either. They're gone.
No, I kid you not. One of the men I know with the greatest beard is like half Japanese.
Yo.
He's half Japanese, half American, and he's got like the fullest, darkest beard you'll ever meet. like at least for a young guy. Like beards continually get thicker as you get older. So like maybe by the time you're 80, you'll be able to grow like a goatee.
Just get like a Fu Manchu.
Do it.
Yo.
You could totally pull that. And that'd be like so dope, especially with you being like a voice actor. So then people are like, yo, who's this dude with the dope sounding old man Asian voice? And then you'd be like, hello. And they'd be like, oh, what the
matches?
what? That'd like blow people's mind.
My grandpa had like this one lucky hair on his neck. It was just like really long, and it just like grew out. It was like from his Adam's apple. It was just like bleh.
How
And then-
long was it?
It's like a couple of inches. It was pretty impressive. Like I remember as a kid just wanting to like pull it out, but he was like, "That's my lucky hair. Don't touch that." And I'm like, "Okay."
Your grandpa literally would have just gotten hit by a bus if you pulled that out.
Actually, though,
That would have just been the end of it. So like, it's a good thing you didn't. Like you saved his life.
I did.
Me, on the other hand, my dad, I don't know if you know this or not, has like no hair. He has asthma.
Okay.
And he almost died. And so they give him some medication and he lost all his hair. But like, jerk little young me would look at my dad and be like, Daddy, and he'd like pick us up, or, you know, being a good father. And we'd be like, yo, what's this? He has a hair. And just, every time we found one, we'd just pull it out.
Oh.
And he wasn't
no.
used to it, so he'd be like, what the heck? And then that would be pretty much the end of it. It's not really that exciting of a story, but like, it was pretty funny to think
It's
that.
pretty funny.
Our dad always laughed that like, me and my brother, like, nothing would make us laugh harder than him getting hurt. Like, we'd just be like chilling, he'd hit his thumb with a hammer or whatever, and we'd just like lose our shit, like every single time. And like, to this day, like, I think my dad was the early like predecessor in my life to like fail videos, because like I will like be in tears for a good like fail compilation.
Oh, yeah?
Or like, what's the one channel, like
Yeah. The
like-
one with all the videos.
Jerry something, Jerry of the Day, do you know it?
Oh, yeah.
And so like their videos like kill me. They're so funny. But you know, like, I think humans inherently find pain to a degree like funny.
It's hilarious
It's
as long as it's not happening to you.
Or the person doesn't like physically die.
Yeah.
Like, you ever have that where you're like watching a fail compilation and you're
Oh,
like, this
no.
is so good, and then somebody gets like hit by a bus.
You're like, oh
and
no.
you're like, I'm done.
I'm gonna close my computer now, go to sleep, and just hide somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't want to deal with that.
Go to sleep. Good joke. As we're talking last night at freaking 3 a.m.
Holy crap. That was funny.
Because I'm like, in my head, I was like, I'm going to go to bed at 8. I'm going to wake up at like 4 and have like a productive, dope day, you know? And I went to bed at 8 as planned.
Yeah.
Woke up at like 11:30.
Oh, no.
I was like, shoot. And then couldn't get back to sleep till like 2:30. And just ruined myself for today.
Yeah.
Except I slept through 2 of my alarms, so then I woke up at like 7:30, like 7, like probably 7:25, which is like fine, except for the fact that I have to catch my bus at like 7:35.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh no! And so I was like running around or whatever, and didn't have time to shower, so I'm like grease boy. It was a bad
So
time.
that's what that smell is.
Okay, you know what? It was one day. It happens to the best of us. I wasn't like that guy on the train the other day.
Oh, man. There's some stinky people.
Yeah, it's bad. Can you imagine just bringing Febreze onto the train?
That'd be so rude. To just grab like a bounce sheet and like start rubbing someone.
That's like even worse because like you're not just like you smell bad. You're like literally going just like patting them down and be like, this is the least I can do, sir. Please.
Right? Oh.
Like literally, like there's so many options. Like when we were like building our house in Kamloops, because we built the house that we lived in, we would literally just go to like the local pool, and like you could either go swimming or whatever, or you can like literally pay like a toonie and just use like the showers there.
Okay.
So I'm like, you have no excuse. I don't care who you are. I don't care if like whatever. Like you have no excuse.
You don't know people.
You don't know my story. But I think we've covered like a lot in this
Yeah.
first episode. I feel like the people already know us.
On that note,
Like, do you
about
know us?
stinky people? I'm just gonna wrap it up.
Wrap it up on the term of stinky people. Yo, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for listening to the first episode of Unwind.
Yeah, subscribe to us on Patreon if you want to get the most recent episodes. We're gonna be probably getting merch like pretty soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, check us out. Stay tuned for more content. See ya.
Bye.